Hello, friends, and welcome to Talking with Spanish People. My name is Cuesto Enrico. I'm the host de Talking de Famoso de People Place. To the right of me is Spacey of the Mexican Army, and off screen to the left of me is Kimberly. We're here in the garage today. We're no longer in the driveway today. We're not in the garage. And to celebrate the occasion, I've decided to open a brand new bottle. That's right. Of Florida's natural brand grapefruit juice. The best grapefruit juice you can buy at the supermarket in a box.
Damn. That's some good ass grapefruit juice.
Mmm. So tangy.
Tangy.
Anyway, tonight's episode is brought to you by Florida's natural brand grapefruit juice. They're a longtime sponsor of ours. They don't actually give us anything or are aware that they're sponsoring us at all. But they are one of the products I endorse here on Talking with Spanish People. Sarah Killiolionian wishes she had some. She's a smart lady. She knows what she wants to drink. She wants Florida's natural brand grapefruit juice.
He does not share.
I do not share my Florida's natural brand grapefruit juice. Hambone. I'm sorry, it's too good. I can't share any of it with anybody. For those on the audio end of things, Hambone asked, "Is that all for me, or am I going to share?" No, I'm not going to share. Zaylin says, "Good evening." Hello, Zaylin. How are you? Cookvasa is here. Will you be singing with the juice box? No, I won't be singing with the juice box. Hi, philosophical thinker. Apparently, I have a date with you on Wednesday.
Yes, sir.
Which will be interesting. Looking forward to it. So, the title of this episode is Summer's Personality Type. Summer's Personality Type. What is Summer's personality type? Is it the effervescent ESFJ? Always cheerful, always looking out for others? Is it the more universalist form, the ENFJ, bringing peace and unity to our world? Are you guys in a jingle-themed room? A jungle-themed room?
We're in the patio.
We're in the driveway, actually. We're in the driveway. These are great plants. These things here. These plants here.
We're out front of Eric's studio.
Yeah, the garage back there. That's where I'm in that room back there normally. Behind Spacey. We'll be fielding all of your personality-related questions tonight and answering them with our wealth of knowledge and wisdom. We're also down to field questions about politics, comments about politics. We're also okay with answering all of your existential and ontological questions. Spacey, I'm tripping out looking at your shirt, said LJ.
Thanks. That's what I want you to do.
Gemini mate says, "Oh, cool. Summer is an ESFJ because it seems nice at first, but the more you're exposed to it, the more painful and eventually fatal it becomes."
What is it?
That's Taylor's comment about ESFJs, I guess.
I think it was either ESFJ or ESFP, because ESFP is always that fun in the sun.
Yeah, well, it might be ESFP. You're right about that. It might be ESFP. But really, Summer's type might be ISFP. A little quieter.
Ooh, right. It is ISFP. My mom is summer as fuck. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eric looks snazzy and business-like. Well, the reason I have a long sleeve shirt on is because I don't want to get bit by any mosquitoes. So I have socks on, I have long pants on, and a long sleeve shirt. We're talking about summer as in the season. Well, what other kind of summer would we be talking about? Like more
summer.
Additionally?
That girl summer?
That girl summer, okay. Or more adding than something else. There's a sum.
All right, can we...
ESFP are annoying from the start. I'm with Taylor. on this one. I think.
They rub me the wrong way the minute I see their face.
Yeah, I mean, usual. Yeah, usually.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
I just.
there's a brashness in the blunt FE6 slot that can rub one the wrong way. I think that's true.
I think it's them. I think it's them trying out their FE, and it just goes so horribly bad that I cringe inside.
I hear that train. Your humidity sounds low, lower than Florida at least.
It is right now.
Are you trying to tell me, LJ, that you are assessing the humidity of Los Angeles based on the sound of the train horn and whether or not it is warbled by humid air? I don't think the microphone's that good, LJ. I like the
Aw,
idea,
look
though.
at Spacey in the background. Aw, aw, he's so cute. Aw.
He
I
has-
love you guys.
If he has humidity, he obviously has humidity. If he has mosquitoes, I mean, he obviously has humidity. Well, I mean, the thing is, it was a very wet winter, but it's not really very humid now. It's pretty dry heat, I guess, relatively, kind of medium dry.
It's pretty moist out, in my opinion.
Do you like ENFPs then, Kim? Asks Luke Eden. ENFPs are like sauce.
Yes.
Yeah, she likes ENFPs. Also, our neighbor Steve across the street is an ENFP.
Yeah, likable.
Makes us jam. Yeah, Kim gets along well with the ENFPs. The thing is, of course, as an NE seeker, she's probably gonna find ENFPs more natural fit initially than an ENTP, for example, because the FI tool function, FI demonstrative, sort of will understand each other, you know.
I just find with ESFPs, I don't like them before I even realize they're ESFPs.
Yeah, I think I've encountered that a few times where there's somebody that it rubs you the wrong way, and I say, well, Cam, I think that person is an ESFP. Probably why they rubbed you the wrong way. I don't know. What's the socionics relationship between ISFJ and ESFP?
Chalkboard.
ISFJ and ESFP would be what? Let's see. SISE, FIFE. It's like opposite everything. It's conflictor type. That's why. That's your conflictor type.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes sense that ESFPs would rub Kim the wrong way. But they, it's like, I don't have a problem with ESFPs until and unless we start arguing about something. Then I get very frustrated because ENTJ is her conflictor.
I don't remember all of the conflictors.
Yeah, ESFP and INTP are conflictors. I like ESFPs, says Sarah Killiolionian. Well, I don't dislike them until they start arguing with me. And then I still don't dislike them. I just sort of shake my head like, what the hell? Like, I remember this guy. What was his name? I forget what his name was. He had a commie YouTube channel. And he wanted to debate me about economics. And he was just so... It was like a caveman with a club wanting to take on a guy with body armor and an AK-47 and a Desert Eagle and hand grenades and shit, you know? It was... I just didn't even know what to do with it. It was so ridiculous. I mean, they can be chill, but they just don't talk to them about politics at all. That's where things get conflicting with me and the ESFPs. We talk politics, or if they have some ridiculous position that they want to maintain.
Or about their own problems.
Well, the thing is, they're not open to having their convictions challenged at all. And so that's difficult for me because I like to talk about positions as though they were just positions rather than convictions. I think it must be extroverted since heat is fast movement of molecules, so you could think of that as external attention plus heat always goes into cold, so it's definitely more E than I. Not that I can't. This is hard to read. I need some glasses. I can't read that. I can't what? Just more likely? Work. Oh, it can't work. Not that it can't work, just more likely. ESFP can commonly be over the top for sure. See, that's the thing. It's like there's a fundamental equivalency between types based on function, strengths, and weaknesses and stuff like that. But it's also true that society has expectations that prioritize certain ones over others that have to do with extroversion. So it's like ESFP struggle because they don't do the extroverted feeling well. INTPs, INFPs struggle because they don't do the extroverted sensing well. It's true that ESFPs have introverted thinking and the polar slot, but that's not why they struggle. They struggle because they do extrovert feeling badly. How do you know Haley? She has a really nice voice. Haley is my sort of niece. She's Kimberly's niece by marriage, like her stepbrother's son. Daughter, I mean, yeah. And that's how I know her. And yeah, she does have a really nice voice. Space and I were both saying that too earlier. Like, it's very pure and clear and unadulterated.
We're lucky enough to be graced with so many good singers around here.
Right. Well, I mean, this is just the slabs. It's not luck to be graced with a lot of them. It's the slabs put people in front of me for certain purposes, you know. And so the slabs brought Haley around, obviously, so that I could use her voice. Just as they brought you around for more complicated reasons than that, Spacey. But one of the reasons is so I could use your voice. What are you guys exchanging?
I don't know. Kimberly just likes to look at me like there's something I'm supposed to be getting.
I'm just smiling at you.
Oh, okay, good.
All types have their function and what humanity requires for
I
its
can't read
actual
this. So I
and
just-
I
superficial survival. I agree, but I also think that it's true that society is unfairly skewed against certain types because it prioritizes extroverted functions. So it's like people who've got bad.
Because being ridiculous just takes up way too much of everybody else's time.
Right. Extroverted thinking, on the other hand,
It's like I feel like those type of people make everything be about them all the time, and you just can't be like that. So people that need things to be about them all the time just makes I just want to like punch them in the throat.
FE tool function. But if you won't use my tool function, I'm gonna punch you in the throat.
Well, no,
I feel that way about the TI,
that's not
though,
even
too.
it. It's like they're just. It's not use mine. It's just I feel like they
Are extremely selfish.
But that
Punch me in the throat, baby.
the point being
I
that
need it.
in social settings where people are chatting and stuff, if there's a one that's monopolizing everything, that can be certainly frustrating. Or, not. The other thing is, of course, they tend to communicate about in the FI way, like, I did this or saw this and I really liked it and it was really good and I really liked it. And then the other FI person is supposed to go, ooh, I saw this other thing that's like that and I really liked it and it was really good too. And then the first one goes, it was cool when we really liked things, wasn't it? And the second one goes, I really like liking things. And then they have that conversation indefinitely. And it's not really about anything,
It's very wonderful, though.
They really like it.
Yeah.
And it's important that they bond over things that they like. The thing is, if you're an FE user, FETI user, you're not really going to have those kind of conversations exactly. Like Pimbury with FE will tell stories that are about other people liking things, or other people getting excited, or other people getting mad, or whatever. She won't really talk about in telling stories about her own like. And then I went to see this, and I really liked it, and it was really great. She doesn't really talk like that because.
No, I'll talk about what everybody talked about while we're at this really great place.
Right. Supply and demand. The behaviors exist because we allow them to as a society. What type of people who scam others out of money? I don't know. Bad people. I don't think there's a personality type thing.
No, not really.
What about stingy people?
Well, if they're scamming people out of money, they're not stingy, they're criminal. What type of people, how to commune with these slabs? Or will they activate at a later time? Communing with the slabs is a difficult business.
You don't commune with this. I mean,
you can commune with them a little bit in your private moments, but basically, you just have to keep
you have
track.
to recognize when they're speaking to you. That's really.
You gotta keep track of shit. Yeah, you gotta keep track of shit.
You have to be paying attention.
What did you say last night that you thought that Charles Manson was?
ENFJ.
Oh, ENFJ. With a bunch of ISFJs.
Yeah, he basically
seeked out ISFJs to take advantage.
Or ISFPs, maybe, depending. But, I mean, the point is, the slabs are keeping track of you, so you got to keep track of the slabs. If you're not actually keeping track of the slabs, shit'll just happen, and you won't realize it's slab related. You'll think it's just shit happening. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, you may have a lot of times where you're like, wow, I really should have seen the signs.
Yeah.
And then when you have times like that, then that's when you know when the slabs were trying to speak to you. And you didn't listen.
Yeah. I've been lately doing a lot of edibles, eating a lot more edibles than I used to eat marijuana, and it slows me down a little bit. It's a way I can sort of feel, I guess, a little bit more normal. I've been thinking a lot about how it impacts me in ways that kind of make Adderall less necessary, I guess. And basically, it turns me more to an ISTJ. Like, as I was getting out of the bath, I was thinking to myself, okay, Eric, make sure you put these things here so you know where they are later. And then I was thinking, now make sure you put on long pants and socks so you don't get bit by any mosquitoes, and a long sleeve shirt. And what are you going to need to take with you when you go outside? And it was all slow and peaceful and easy. And why? It's just because normally my brain is like, it's got a constant buzz of meow going on. And I can either hammer with Adderall, which turns it into more like meow instead of meow, or I could pat it down with a lot of marijuana, and then it turns more into like, whatever, I'll just go watch TV, I could live stream, I'm not sure,
Endless possibilities.
No, I mean, the thing is, I'm content with one or more of the possibilities. The problem with my normal state of being when I'm not on anything at all is a persistent, high-pitched whine of meow.
I know, that's why we just put you to bed.
But, I mean, it happens when I'm not sleepy, too. That's what I'm saying. What's that?
Nothing. My phone.
I'd like to take a moment now to recommend Florida's natural brand grapefruit juice. Yes, Florida's natural brand grapefruit juice is the best almost freshly squeezed grapefruit juice you can buy in a box. Now, you'll notice something here about Florida's Natural brand grapefruit juice. It is not from concentrate. That means it is freshly squeezed. And if you want to get the tartest, tangiest tart tang of tart tangs you can possibly get in a juice, where do you go? Do you go to an orange? No. You go to Florida's Natural brand grapefruit juice. Yes, Florida's Natural brand grapefruit juice. Deliciousness in a box.
Eric's working on his sponsorship. He wants free Florida's Natural grapefruit juice for 1 year.
That's good. Sarah Killionian. If I were Oprah, that would be true. If you all look under your seats, you all have grapefruit juice. It's a great joke, Sarah Killionian.
If you check under your seat cushion, there's a paper bag full of grapefruit juice. Right?
No.
It's all like wet.
And guess
you know.
what? You're all going home with Florida's Natural grapefruit juice. And then everyone, oh, yeah!
Remember, it is 100% premium ruby red grapefruit juice.
That's right.
And it's fully pasteurized, so you don't have to
So
worry about
slurp it up
burning.
before it all soaks in.
My favorite part is that it's made in the USA and it's farmer owned.
Mm.
Can I see that, please?
No.
Well, what about ocean spray?
That's cranberry juice.
Isn't that farmer owned or whatever?
I
That's
don't know.
from farmers and stuff.
I don't know.
That do farmer things.
I don't know.
Cranberries,
Yeah.
please.
The only one we buy is Florida Natural, and he's the only one that drinks it.
Okay, well, you must enjoy it then.
I love the shit out of
It's
it.
ruby red grapefruit juice, though. Not just,
Ooh.
yeah, not
We're
just
so
any
good. The thing is, I really do want Florida's Natural brand grapefruit juice. Just send me some coupons for some free juice. Well, I'm making these ads unsolicited, but look, Florida's Natural brand grapefruit juice. If you see this, send me some coupons.
I bet it would be good with some honey in it.
It's good just like it is straight out of the box. It's perfect. It's the most alcoholic, non-alcoholic beverage you can get. It tastes like alcohol practically. It's so tangy and tart. Grapefruit is the superior fruit, large and in charge. Well said, Gemini mate. Well said. Grapefruit too sour. Hero lamb.
I'm with Hero Lamb.
That's all I can say to that. That's my face of contempt and
It
disgust.
is not. It is an acquired taste.
Oh my God, Rowan Morgan.
It's all right.
Ugh.
Uh,
I'll pass.
Rowan Morgan says grapefruit juice always tastes slightly like vomit to me. Rowan Morgan, you always taste slightly like vomit to me.
but what about pulp, though?
Pulp's
I
fine. in
like a
grapefruit
little
juice.
pulp. I don't like a ton of it, but I
I
don't.
like
I also
pulp in
don't
my
like.
OJ.
I also don't like none. I just like enough.
I love nut.
I mean, none is fine actually, but I'll accept a little bit of pulp.
Okay.
Give it a little bit of
You like
texture.
nut?
No, none, he said,
Yeah.
Kimberly.
Yeah. No, I
Kimberly.
just want you to nut in a glass for me.
Oh my God.
And I like
I want a box of nothing but pulp.
I like my semen with some pulp in it. You know, some pulp.
Florida's Natural orange juice
Okay.
is definitely not going to give you coupons now.
All right, so when
Don't
you're at the
listen to her.
supermarket, all right, look for
Florida's Natural brand grapefruit juice. I
Look-
still
look-
want coupons.
look for the nut juice with some pulp. You won't be disappointed.
You guys are ruining my Florida's Natural campaign. Zandy understands. Zandy's here, thank God. Zandy, you did come at the right time. Zandy, you understand how important it is to have Florida's Natural brand grapefruit juice, don't you?
No, say no.
She does. She commented on my previous Florida's Natural video, I remember. She appreciates the glory of Florida's Natural. Okay, let's see. It is an acquired taste. If you can withstand the bittersweet flavor, you are ascending into the master race magical juice. Yeah.
No, I don't want to be a part of it.
Oh, but Gemini mate is correct. Hi, Allison Jensen. Are there any INTP or ENTP MBTI YouTubers out there that seem rare? Any other?
Well, there's Susie.
There's Susie. She's an INTP.
There's Becky.
She's an ENTP.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah.
There's what? Is that So Malicious lady? Is she still at it? Is she an ENTP? I don't know.
ENFP.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, Ascension is not in your cards, Rowan Morgan.
Yeah, there's a few INTPs floating around. They just don't get a lot of publicity.
Yeah, Eric the INTP is an INTP. That's true. Real ENTPs aren't a shit ton of them.
Thank God. Oh, did I say that? Oh, did I say that?
Zero Entropy. Yeah, he's a real ENTP. He's kind of got a chip on his shoulder, I think. Oh, it's not a potato chip. It's more like an asshole chip.
The chip
But
must
whatever.
fly around
Who am
and
I to
have-
say?
That chip must fly around and have seats available because I think CFs is on it too.
He may have some chips as well. Yeah, would a 90% pulp juice sell? I would buy it. I'd like a box of nothing but grapefruit juice pulp. True, that guy is salty. Yeah, he's salty as hell. I'm cheerful in contrast. I'm cheerful and warm-hearted. I would totally eat a box full of grapefruit pulp. I would eat the shit out of that. That Bill Nye show is awful. I don't know what Bill Nye show you're talking about.
It's this horrible show that they gave him on Netflix.
Oh.
Yeah. If you're ever watching that show, don't watch that show.
Okay. He sold out, that's why.
Yeah.
He whips the nays. He whips the nays. I don't know what that means. Watch the Vsauce one. Alex Worm Toucher. That's a great name.
Yours should be Straussy Sausage Toucher.
No, it shouldn't. I'm not a sausage toucher. I haven't been around in a while. Has CS called you out personally? I mean, as far as I know, he hasn't said a goddamn thing.
Because he's a bitch.
What's he gonna say? Bill Nye is acting like the cringy school teachers that try to be hip by dabbing. I take it you mean like this and not doing dabs. Because, you know, if they're dabbing in class,
Sissy.
they're probably pretty hip teachers.
Don't want her to jump up on the door. Sissy, you stay in your yard.
You gotta stay where you are.
There's a dog in the next door neighbor's yard, Balfours. You don't want to go over there. The neighbor's dog might eat you. Well, that's super fucking dorky and cringy, and yeah.
What is?
Bill Nye being that thing that they're saying.
Sorry.
She's sitting on the tail? You're bending her tail back.
No, her tail's fine.
Put it underneath her. Her tail goes under her butt.
She's got a very high tail.
I think she would have moved if she was uncomfortable.
She was trying.
She would have meowed. She would have
She
meowed.
would have mooed, he says.
He didn't say she would have moved. He said she would have moved. Do you see how much slower this live stream is than most live streams? It's because I'm loaded up on edibles. It's like,
Oh,
yeah, I'm calm. That's what I was saying. I'm extra
so
calm.
that's what you guys did was load up on
Edibles? I've been loading up on edibles in general lately.
just not sharing?
You should have the light source in front of your face, not behind it. Yeah, well, you should have my foot out of your ass instead of in it, but that doesn't stop you.
It's funny. Your followers telling you how to.
That's Taylor.
Oh.
Okay, is that better? Captain Lighting Pants?
Well, someone needs to be.
Yeah, someone needs to be lighting pants.
You
Light up my pants.
should stop
Somebody.
learning letter dichotomies and you learn the functions like C.S. Joseph says. I should. One of these days I'll learn.
What does C.S. Joseph use?
I
Oh, is this somebody?
don't know.
Talk in
His-
chat.
His own poop, maybe? Yeah, it is better, huh? All right, you win this one, Taylor.
Now they can see Spacey's creepy shirt too.
It hurts to look less now. Okay, well, that's good. I had a teacher who smoked weed and listened to rock music in class. He would give us an assignment, then play on his laptop all class long.
That
Well,
sounds
hell
like how
yeah.
Eric would be.
My Psych 101 teacher definitely showed up stoned. The fucking first day of class, he walks in late and he's just like, "What day is it again?"
Sounds like Eric. That's what Eric's students
Right.
say about him.
Yeah, I'm extremely effective as a teacher. I don't play around in
Nobody ever
class
said
at
that.
all.
They weren't saying that the teachers weren't effective. They're
They
just
said he
saying
played
how
on his laptop all class. That's not being effective.
you would say it was if you were on your laptop all through class.
I would not. I would say I was ineffective today. I played on my laptop all day.
You're doing a live stream and you just farted.
Yeah, so
That's not a fart. That's Hawking radiation.
yeah. All right.
Because his
If my
anus.
anus is an event horizon, then my farts are Hawking radiation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see here. Joey Jojo Shabadoo offers
Oh.
her condolences to you, Kimberly.
Joey,
She says, "OMG, my condolences, Kim."
you're no fun.
All right.
Condolences for what? My-
For
I
his Hawking radiation.
And that one was all bark and no bite too.
Oh, what the hell? What the hell?
The fart.
It doesn't
Kim.
smell. It was just a little toot.
All bark, no bite.
Yeah. Yours, Eric. Remember the one you did last night when you got into bed last night? You practically squished me off the bed with it. Like you
I
got
see.
into bed and then.
Yeah. It literally blew her off of the bed onto the floor. It was quite a dramatic
I was like,
Event.
Bringing
wow.
a whole new meaning to breaking wind.
Yes. It feels like home with my 5 and 7-year-old males. So
Aww.
cozy.
Yeah, I am like a 7-year-old.
Yeah.
Did I see your controversial video, Eric?
Mhm.
I did see your video. So you're talking about the one about C.S. Joseph and the money and stuff. I did see that. We watched it, and it was interesting. You're very calm in your video making. You're so placid.
Very.
You're like Lake Placid without the lake. Which one is 5 and which one is 7? I'm 7. He's 5.
I actually think it's the other way around.
I enjoyed it.
Jeez.
I enjoyed it too. It's not subject to any critiques about really anything, you know. It's free from any of the sort of emotionalism that leaks into my kind of critiques. The thing is about C.S. Joseph, I was talking with. Oh, I know what it was. Megan Lavoda was commenting on my video about C.S. Joseph today, putting a lot of comments and venting a little bit of, I think, pent up frustration, perhaps we might fairly say. Sounds as though she's encountered a fair number of people who say, well, you're wrong, Megan, because C.S. Joseph says whatever.
Hasn't
And,
everybody?
well, yeah, but it's like, I really got the sense that Megan's put up with maybe a little bit more of it than I put up with because she's nicer than me. But it gratified me to see her chime in support on the basic notion that C.S. Joseph is a charlatan, which is my basic position. It's not that I don't care if he makes money. Do I think it's ridiculous that he lies about it? Yeah. But my basic position is that he's a charlatan. And as such, he's selling snake oil. The shit he's selling is bullshit. But it made me gratified to find and discover that Megan Lavoda was on our side on this point, because I always liked her and thought she was nice, and I may not always agree with her or whatever, but
You love her eyebrows.
but I love
They're
her
magnificent
eyebrows.
brows.
They're great brows. I mean, you just can't dispute that. And Andy on Andrea says Eric looks all snazzy. As I'll explain, as I've already explained before, is mostly because it's a long sleeve shirt and I'm trying to keep my arms from getting bitten by mosquitoes. I don't get all bit up or everything every night, but it seems like every night I get like one bite,
Eric has a very nice wardrobe. He actually has clothes that are very nice, but you all get to see him in his play clothes. He destroys everything he owns, so I have to keep the nicer clothes kept in the
Nathan,
closet.
look,
Oh my god, that's what someone would have to do for me.
they have different gendered class category of competition for brows. I'm not a judge of male brows. I don't doubt, Nathan, that your brows are fantastic. I haven't really noticed because I'm not a male brow judge. I'm a professional woman brow judge, however. I've been certified in woman brow judging by all licenses all the time. And so
There's just something about Megan Lavoda's
brows,
eyebrows that
yeah.
he's been fascinated with from the very beginning.
Well, I mean, they are the blue chip standard of eyebrow for the woman's class. Now, Nathan, the men's class of eyebrow, I'm not that familiar with it because like I said, I'm not a male eyebrow judge, but I believe you can get away with a lot more like wild pieces of hairs going occasionally
If
places.
you can't, he can't either.
Well, I'm not competing in the male brow competition. I'm a
I think
judge.
Male brows are just kind of gross.
You hear that, Nathan? You may be out of luck. Everybody
Because
says male brows are just kind of
they
gross.
are, because the thing is it's males' brows grow a lot and they're very long and they're very like untamed. Yet if you clean them up, then they look cleaned up. So I don't know. It's just one of those things where men's brows are just,
Yeah, it's just
they are
Right.
gross.
Right. So, Nathan, we don't want to hurt your feelings or anything, but you comparing your brows to Megan Lavoda's brows it's a joke, okay? An absolute joke.
Yeah, nobody can compare to Megan Lavoda's brows.
Mm.
I'm not even in the race at all.
Actually, Miriam does have pretty good eyebrows.
Miriam Rad has good eyebrows. Well, I've not seen you, and I've not seen every brow in the world. I'm not going to deny that. I don't need to see any further than Megan's brows.
But the problem is you also want to pet them.
One day, someday, I'm going to work a collaboration out where I'm going to do something really nice for her channel, like make some big thing. And then we're going to make a very short video. It's going to be just 30 seconds long. It's going to be me with one finger just petting Megan's brow. If I can get her to
That's
participate in that
all he
video.
wants in life is 1-year coupons for free Flora's natural ruby red grapefruit juice and to pet Megan Lavota's brows.
Yeah, I mean that'll be a good day when when I get 2 letters in the mail. One's from Florida's National Brand Grapefruit Juice, and it's full of free coupons for free grapefruit juice. The other is from Megan's publicist. So at that point, she'll have a publicist. Okay, Eric, Megan's agreed to let you pet 1 brow.
You got 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Right.
You cannot extend beyond 15-second pet, okay? Beyond that, it becomes a fondle. We are not going to any brow fondling.
A molestation.
That's beyond a fondle, even. It goes pet, fondle, molestation. Megan has not approved any brow fondling or brow molestations, only a simple 15-second brow pet.
If you do not obey, we will take you down.
We will chop off your finger that you are using to pet her brow. Stroking is above petting. Philosophical thinker. I think it goes pet, stroke, fondle, molest. What type are women who cut off their eyebrows and draw them back on? 1000K, you piece of shit out of me. Mexicans?
Yeah, that's the type.
I think that's the type that does that. Is Mexican.
Chola.
I don't know why they do that.
That's a really freakish and weird phenomenon.
Yeah, isn't it?
Like,
Let me shave it off and then draw it back on. What are you thinking? Why not just leave it there in the first place?
And I guess that way your eyebrows just look however you want them to on any given day. And if you mess up, right, you can just wash it off and try again.
I don't know.
It's like-
Steven, have you tried?
I mean,
I haven't.
I haven't ever tried it. I don't think I've ever been eyebrowless.
Oh, you've got to try it. You feel so free. Finally liberated from
Eric
those
had a
hairy
unibrow
brows.
2 Halloweens ago.
Oh,
A green one.
What just fell on me?
a
Something.
unibrow.
An angel's unibrow just fell on me.
Every time you smoke a cigarette, an angel's unibrow falls in your hand.
Eric was dressed up like Rick from Rick and Morty, and I gave him 1 blue unibrow.
That's awesome.
Susie asks, Eric, did you ever torch your brows? No, I've never torched my brows. Not enough to call it really a brow torching.
Have you ever torched your nose hairs?
Yeah, I've torched bits of my facial hair before. You know, I think they grow back. Yeah, eyebrows grow back. Maybe eyelashes don't grow back.
Well, it depends on how badly you harm the skin. You know, they're so delicate, your eyelids, that they probably, if they get singed too much, then they get like a sort of it kills the follicle.
You got a cigarette?
Mm.
I've got a little surprise for you. Got a secret pack stashed away for you, darling.
You've been waiting, huh?
Yeah.
You've been waiting like 4 days, huh?
You didn't need cigarette. So one thing that's making me happy these days and feeling sort of productive, even though I don't have any Adderall, is making songs at different locations. I like the idea of finding a place that's like a nice location that has like flowers and shit. And
How'd the props work today?
we didn't have any props.
Hats.
No, we didn't use the hats. I told you because we didn't do that
Oh,
song. So, I liked working in the meadow today. Well, it wasn't until after we made the video that I realized I wasn't at the place you suggested. We did see the place you suggested afterwards, but we went to the place next to the place you suggested. It was not the park. We didn't go to the park. We went to the nature center. And we walked up there, and we found a nice meadow. It had all these yellow flowers in it. I think that really helps videos do better if you've got some nice nature in the mix.
It's called background.
Well, it's just people don't like to look at dirty ass whatever in the background,
Your garage.
Mm-hmm.
You don't seem to care that they don't like it.
Well, I do seem to care. That's why I'm making an effort.
One day, my best friend Marin's gonna come over and help me redecorate the studio.
Okay. Why do you say Miss Gemini? Gemini mate. In England, mate is usually refers to males. Kan Krishna Sarmapagu. Yeah, I am trying to attend to those things. I'm trying to do Project Singularity, which is focusing more on NI stuff and making the videos more NI. It's supposed to officially start on the 15th, so I've got a couple of days of leeway here. But
What starts on the 15th?
Project Singularity, where I try to maximize the NI in all the videos, focus more on making fewer better videos, I guess, or fewer videos but more NI pop.
Mm.
Jason Rodriguez, teasing's not nice. Do people judge themselves harshly for their polar, or is that just other people usually? Other people. People don't usually judge themselves harshly for their polar. The exception might be INFP and INTP because their polar is doing shit. And they hear so much from so many people their whole life. You're not using your potential. That they start to judge themselves and
I get
internalize
offended.
it. You get offended if what?
If people point out.
I know I'm not using my potential. God.
Because I work so hard to make everybody else happy. It's like, you mean what?
It's not your polar, though.
Yeah. No, but I'm saying that's not my polar, but what I'm saying is of all the things I'm always making everybody else feel happy, how dare you say something I'm doing wrong?
Right. Yeah, I don't judge myself for my polar either. People are too confused by their polar to judge themselves about it. They don't understand it well enough. I don't get. I get probably much better than most people with polar FI what it means to be polar FI, but I still don't really get it. I still don't understand how other people think so differently than I do by not having polar FI. Everyone's got an equivalent thing, but some, society is much harsher on some than others. SE society is pretty harsh about. FE society is pretty harsh about. TE, you can get away with it because if you're TE polar, you're FE's tool. And, any polar, that doesn't hurt you any. People don't expect creativity really from others. So, and then your introverted functions, you're typically not judged that much on that. Oh, you maybe on SI. If you got SI, shitty SI, and you're a mess all the time, people might judge you on that, But primarily it's FE, SE, and those two that get the most grief, and maybe SI, like I said. Yeah, Sarah Kilileone, and I'm sure you don't judge yourself for your polar any. After all, you got a really good joke out. You don't need to have a million jokes, you just need to have one good one to stick and pop, and you'll get, you get to have that in your storyline on your permanent record or whatever. Yeah, neither does Kimberly. So I think I'm gonna wrap this up. I feel satisfied with having done a little live streaming. Mostly, I feel satisfied because I got the word out tonight. I got the word out about Florida's natural brand grapefruit juice. Yes, Florida's natural brand grapefruit juice. The most delicious of all the grapefruit juices that you can buy at the supermarket. Now, if this were a beer advertisement, I wouldn't be able to drink the product on camera because that's not allowed. But I'm not drinking beer tonight. I'm drinking Florida's natural brand grapefruit juice. Yes, Florida's natural brand grapefruit juice. The tangiest and tartest box full of goodness you could ever get. Thanks, Gemini. I really appreciate the affirmation on the music stuff. And Florida's natural brand grapefruit juice company. Call me. Thanks for being here, everybody. Don't forget to eat plenty of cheese. Bye. I do basically request it by name. Yes. Yes, Joey Joe Shabadoo. That's the grapefruit juice I want. Other grapefruit juices are hit and miss. This one's reliable.